Hi, and welcome to the Bokeh Academy with me, JP. And while you were sleeping, Skylum released an update to Luminar Neo 1.9.0, giving us a feature that you thought were there before you bought the software, right? And that is undo and redo. Who can live without it? You can read about that. It's not a major update, but I do think for those like me who needed that undo all the time, well, thank you. With Luminar Neo 1.9.0, the main update is then the undo and redo functionality. But it does say on top of that, Luminar Neo 1.9.0 is faster and more stable, as we've caught and fixed a number of bugs. Not sure what that means. Is there a performance improvement of 10% or 20%? Is there a benchmark? Not sure. Let's start up the engines of Luminar Neo. I've already installed 1.9.0. If you own Luminar Neo, you will see the bubble as you start it up to remind you of the update, and you just update it from there, whether it's a Mac or Windows. If you don't have Luminar Neo, have a look at what we have here. And if you're interested, follow the link in the description below. I have this image here of Luca, so I will select that. This is shot on my Sony a7 IV, and Luca is lying here in front of me every morning. It's her spot during winter. And this makes for great noisy images in the background, and I chose this one on purpose. So let's go ahead and edit this one. First thing we want to test, and I'll just click on it once to bring us to 100% so we can have a look at that background noise. That's much faster than I remember handling these images. I often wonder how this will go with a 61 megapixel resolution sensor like the a7R5. Let's choose one of these. I'll just go to Enhance. Let's draw up the accent Enhance slider. And then after that, Control Z. It does do what it is supposed to undo. Got that? Sorry. Let's do it again. And this time we do an accent. And then let's go to black and white and see how much of this we can undo. Really pushing it here. Control Z. Control Z, Control Z. Let's go back and see if that is what had happened under our Enhance. It did it. So we know that works. And I'm saying Control Z for undo if you're on a Mac, Command Z. If we want to know about the shortcuts for the redo, I'm guessing that is Control Y, Command Y or Control Shift something. Let's go to Edit, and there we go. Control Y, guessing on a Mac, it's Command Y. We go to Color, and we can drag the saturation down. And then we realize we don't like it, so we set Control Z, Command Z to undo. Then we think, yeah, that wasn't a bad setting, and we hit Control Y, Command Y, and it does what it does. Great feature, going to use it all the time. I have been caught how many times off guard doing Control Z or looking for the undo and not realizing that this little arrow here isn't an undo. That is a reset, a hard reset on the entire module. Great. The other thing that I did tell you, which I thought was faster, and I just want to quickly discard all these edits so we can go back to the original. Let's go to our tools, and I'm going to go to noiseless. Now, it says to me, it doesn't apply it by default. Advise use the middle adjustment for this image. One thing that you may not know, and that is that when you work with a raw image, the noiseless as well as the developed modules for raw are already in the edit section here in the back. But don't worry, once you see the raw appear here, it doesn't mean you're going to add it on top of that. These are the same modules. I'll click on noiseless, I'll select middle, and I can start the clock. But I'm going to do a jump skip so that I can tell you how quickly this was for me. That took around 40 seconds. And I'm running a lot of applications. I have Adobe Audition open. I have a video screen capture software open. So I do suspect all of that takes processing power. Not suspect, I know. But I can tell you previously when I did the noiseless, it took much longer than I feel it's doing now. That may be all in my mind. We don't really know what the speed update is for, but I kind of feel there is a little bit more gas in the tank this time around. So I can choose low. This time, once Luminar Neo has analyzed the image, you can see how quickly it can move now from low to middle adjustment of the noiseless AI, and then even for high. It did that once. Many other software, every time you click one of them, it's a whole new process. I like it that you can quickly go through this. And I have to agree with Luminar Neo in this case that background noise probably the best on this middle adjustment. That's Luminar Neo 1.9.0. From my side, have a good day. This is the Bokeh Academy. Remember to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.